hello. It is T.R.Jones. And as always, I am so excited to be with you guys. Hey, listen, first of all, let me just apologize, y'all. Y'all know we are 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, but because of circumstances that were out of my hands, y'all, I was not able to come on at 7. But I'm so very thankful that we were able to come on at 7:30 with you guys. And so we're still meeting tonight. So for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, thank you so much. You could be anywhere here. This here Good Thursday. But you're here with me on Beauty Talk, and I'm so appreciative of it. And y'all know where we at? Y'all know where we at? We in the studio. So shout out to EJ Media Studios. Thank you so much for allowing Beauty Talk to be in the studio tonight. So for you guys, again, who are new to me, this is Beauty Talk. This is where God has allowed my purpose and my passion to come together with this amazing platform. And thus you have Beauty Talk. So on here, guys, I like to say God allows me to have or gives me like modern day parables for the people. And normally it's centered around something to deal with beauty or something like that. So thank you guys again for coming in, and y'all can just do me a huge favor. I believe that somebody needs to hear what we're able to hear on tonight. And so if you can just share this with 5 of your friends. You know what? Share it with 10. Go ahead and share it with 10 because y'all got 10 good friends, right? Share it with 10 good friends, guys, and then come on back in while you're doing it. And y'all know I don't like dead time, so I'm gonna jump right into it. So listen, y'all. What I do understand is that sometimes life can just get us caught up, right? Life can just get us caught up, and we'll be like this discombobulated, like all over the place. Okay, been there, done that. Probably can write a whole book, a novel, a series on it. Been there. But in the process of life happening, we still got to find a way to keep going. And I think that's the reason why those two words have just been resounding within me, y'all. I'm talking about a lot of my posts, a lot of what I've been seeing, a lot of what has come across my ear gates and my eye gates has been the words keep going. Now, this is really relevant for me. It is really relevant for me. And so I challenge you guys to quiet yourselves and quiet your environment enough to hear what God is saying for you in this season. Now, I believe that when he gives it to one person, somebody else can benefit from it because the blessing is never just for the person. The blessing always benefits others because that's just how God roll. So with that being said, I know that the words keep going is not just for me. It's for those who are surrounded by me and those who will come into my presence. And so, guys, we're going to keep going. Those are just my words for the year. That is my affirmation. One of my affirmations for the year. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So I got a friend with me here tonight. Okay. And I don't need y'all to talk about my friend. Okay. I just need y'all to welcome my friend to the show. Okay. I'm gonna slide her in. Him in, her in. This my friend. This my friend. Y'all see my friend? Okay. And this gonna be thank you, engineer. Thank you, y'all. The engineer. See, EJ Media Studios. That's why y'all need to book. That's why y'all need to book EJ Media Studios because he'll get you together. Okay, so this is my friend. Okay, don't need to go over engineer. Okay, this is my friend, right? And if y'all can see, my friend is quite underdressed, right? Quite underdressed. Now I threw a pair of pearls on just because I ain't want her to be too naked. But for purposes, y'all, let's take that off too. All right. Now, this is a mannequin. And for people who if you don't deal with anything where you would need to display t-shirts, if you would need to display some type of apparel, then you probably would never ever use this. You may know what it is just because of passing, but this will not be something that you would even entertain. You would never invest in this if you don't deal with apparel, or if you don't deal with any type of merchandise that has to be displayed again, right? And so because we have an apparel line and a t-shirt line, we have a mannequin, right? And so this is where we're gonna go with today. See, all of us were created with a purpose, on purpose, for a purpose, right? But if we don't ever pull these tools out and use them, we're no good. It's no good. Because I need this, if I don't ever have this, what am I gonna do? Like, okay, so I had to get me a shirt to use, right? For an example, I want y'all to look at this, because what I want us to understand is this, is that all of us have a purpose. If you think that you were just created in this earth just to go to work and live day by day and be happy some days, sad some days, mad some days, take a trip here and there, raise your kids, be with your man, take care of your mama, that's good. And you need to do all of that. But there's a greater work that is at hand. When God created you, he created you with a specific purpose in mind. And it is up to us, like I said in the beginning, to get quiet enough and surround ourselves in a quiet space enough where we can hear God. And so we can hear what he's saying. Y'all listen, transparent moment. It ain't always going to be easy. And I struggled for years. Do you hear me? For years trying to figure out what my purpose in the earth was, especially when you have people who are talking at you and not to you. They have no idea. They ain't saw God. They are not people who are sent in your life to help prepare you in your destiny, and they just begin to chit chat. Oh, you ought to be a lawyer because you love to talk. Your voice is so carrying. You speak like this and you speak like that, and you love to give your opinion. You're so opinionated. I heard that the lawyer thing for a long time. Child, I don't want to be no lawyer. I ain't never had no desire to do that in my life, child. Never. Okay, one nowhere near in the cards for me. Okay. And then you have people who want to say, oh, you so loud, you so this. Now I'm talking, if you ain't caught it yet, I'm talking about me. Transparent moment, okay? Talking about me. That's what people say about me. Oh, you so loud. Oh my God, when are you gonna come down? You're so dramatic. Blah, 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 blah. Again, child, that's your opinion, okay? Glad you have one that lets me know that you're a thinker, okay? At least you observe something, okay? So what happens is that I began to take on all of these things that people were saying about me. If they said I was loud, I tried to be quiet. If they said I was quiet, I tried to be loud. If they said I needed to do this, I tried to do that. And at no point in time, what did I ever slap myself, stop, say, hey, Terria, wait a minute. You have got to slow your roll. Calm the noise, calm down. You got to get in a calm space, and you got to hear what God is saying about you. I was listening to T.R.Jones the other day, and she said that it's not her will, but it is when what God desires and she desires line up that God will really bless that thing. When what God desires and what we desires line up, that's when he will bless the thing. And so, y'all, the word for the day that is going to be for the rest of the year is to keep going. You can't be like my friend right here, naked, okay, sitting in a corner. You've got to find those who you have been called to. Listen to what I just said, because somebody think that they not here for nobody, that don't nobody need them, that they're worthless. Yeah, I said it because I felt like that. I felt like, oh my God, I can't do it. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not able to sustain. I'm not qualified. I'm not skilled. What it is this. It's a lack of confidence, and a lack of confidence comes from what? We got to now identify where the lack of confidence was coming from. So if I'm not confident in something, that's going to call, why am I not confident in it? Am I confident in it because my skill is off? Is it because people have spoken word curses over me concerning it, and I internalized it? I took it in. I didn't know how to not absorb it and to take it in. We got to identify. So that's where layers are going to come in that God wants to pull off and rip off of us, okay? So we're not gonna be like my friend Juju here, okay? Just naked sitting in a corner. We want to do what we've been created to do. Juju is no good just sitting naked in a corner. All right, so if I pull her up, y'all, she had on a skirt. Okay, this is my tutu. Okay, and then y'all, I had put some beads on Juju. Why? Because now she's beginning to serve a purpose. Now she's beginning to do what the creator had on her mind. When whoever created Juju knew that people were going to need a mannequin. They were going to need something to display what they had. Okay. So when God created you, he knew he was going to need a Terria that had a voice that would be loud enough, that would resound loud enough, that would sound loud enough, that would attract loud enough, that would do this, that would do that. So he gave me all of this because he knew that his people somewhere needed what I have. So what did he do? He created a Terria. So what did he do? He created a lasagna. What did he do? He created, right? And so you got to find out, baby, what you've been created for. And that's the bottom line. And you got to keep going with it. If you fail going forward because you at least one step closer. You always won't know which road to go down. Do y'all know how many times I second guess myself when it comes to stuff? Let me put some on here. Now, we're not going to pay. I'm going to turn around backwards because I don't need y'all to see all that. But let's put some on them. Okay? Let's dress her up because she's here to serve a purpose. She was created for a purpose, right? And so we want her to fulfill a purpose. And so we don't want to leave her naked. Let's make her look cute for a second here. So this is what God do. You know, sometimes he has to strip us down and then bring us back up. That's just plain and simple. Sometimes he has to strip everything away from you. I remember when I was going leaving one place and going to another, and one of the people in leadership said what has to happen is you have to be detoxed. Literally, you have to be stripped of everything that you inquired, took in, was put on you, spoke on you, that was not a God. You got to be stripped of it, and now you got to be rebuilt, refueled, put in. Y'all, she kind of cute. Do y'all like this together? I do. Okay. So she's serving a purpose now. Now she's doing what the creator, whoever created the mannequin, had in mind. The purpose was what? The purpose was to make sure that when people needed something to display their apparel, their merchandise, they would have a item that could do that. And that's exactly what we do. That's it. That's exactly what God does for us, y'all. I mean, and that's just the bottom line to it. Thank you, Juju. I appreciate you. Now I'm going to roll her out. I'm gonna roll her out. So I see I got Miss Rice on the line and I have Lasagna on the line. So listen, we're gonna take these few minutes, y'all, because one thing that I asked was for the people to do was to submit questions. Because this is what I do know. I don't have the answers to everything. As a matter of fact, if God don't say it, give it to him. If he haven't allowed my eye gates, my ear gates, somebody to impart something into me, child, I don't know, right? So I have to ask people. But how many of us know that there, like I said last week, that there's somebody experiences that we need to be exposed to? Hear me when I say that. Somebody's experiences you need to be exposed to. So I see that I have one person online with me right now. What's your question? What do you got to say? What's your comment? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what does it look like to keep going? Why don't we keep going? Why do we start and then stop? Why don't we execute? Why do we come up with excuses? What makes a person not decide that they're not gonna stop, that they're gonna stay consistent? Because some people are overachievers. They do and do. They never rest. They never stop. And that is not balanced. Even that is not balanced, because we have to rest. We have to rejuvenate. We have to allow ourselves, our bodies, our minds to calm down. We have to do that. And so what do you guys have? Yeah, Miss Rice. Am I saying this right when I say Monia? Monia. Okay. Now, I have, my name is Terria, and people do me up all the time. Okay. They do my name all the time. So, am I even close when I say Monia? Amania, Miss Rice. Am I close when I say that? But I love that word that you said about distractions. That is so very true. It sounds like Sonia and Tanya. Mania. Is that right? Sonia and Tanya. Mania. 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 Is that right? Right. Mania. Okay. That's pretty. I like that. Oh, let me tell y'all this little short story. I used to hate my name, Terria, Terria. I used to hate it. When I was in kindergarten, let me tell you something. I hated writing my name. As a matter of fact, I would write T Jackson because I did not like it. People couldn't pronounce it. They couldn't say it. They would call me Terria, Terrell, Terrine. There's not an N nowhere in my name. There's not an L, but people would say Terrell all the time in Terria. So I completely understand when it comes to that. But y'all know what? As I grew older, I love to learn to love my name. It is so very unique. I actually know another T.R.Jones. Y'all, funny story. Our babies were born at the same time and we had the same doctor. And her name was T.R.Jones and my name was T.R.Jones. And it was just so funny because when both of us went into the doctor, okay, they had to verify us by date of birth because we were pregnant at the same time, both names T.R.Jones. So very interesting, and with the same doctor. So how many times does that happen? Okay. But but our name is important. And I have learned that God said it's not our talent that he'll make great, it's not our thought process that he's gonna make great, it's our name. And our name embodies who we are. It's our character, it's our values, it's our morals. So when people think about us, what do they think? When people hear the name Monia, what are they thinking? When they hear Lasagna, what are they thinking? When they hear Terria, what are they thinking? And so it's important that we stay in purpose. Now, honey, we not even enough to think that everybody gonna like everything about us. That's just not gonna happen. I've had several coworkers who don't like the fact that I be happy, y'all, and then told me. Now, how you get enough nerve to tell somebody they too happy for you? Child, go have several seats. Go sit down and get you some coffee because ain't nothing wrong with your screen, but I just needed y'all to just let that sink in. People won't be happy for the good stuff that you do. So would you rather for me to be mean mug you, look ugly, talk nasty to you? Yeah, okay. So what people think and their opinions about you is always going to be that. People are always going to have an opinion. People are always going to think something about you, and that's great. But what matters most is what God says. And I'm going to leave you guys with this, okay? I want us to know that God does speak, okay? But God speaks to us and he speaks through us, okay? He speaks to us and he speaks through us. So God will talk directly to me and say, Terria, I go left, go right, then go straight ahead. But God also will speak through me and say, Monia, you need to go left, go right, and then go straight ahead. So sometimes we're looking for God to speak to us directly. Cool. But sometimes God will speak through other people to us. Okay. So in our efforts to keep going, in our strive to keep going, in our pursuit to keep going, in our strive, in our pursuit to not be like the mannequin who's not dressed, okay? To be like a mannequin that's dressed and fulfilling purpose. Because when the mannequin is dressed, the mannequin is fulfilling purpose. When you are doing what God has called you to do, you're fulfilling purpose. And purpose is not always it ain't always what you want. It ain't always the most desirable. It's not. And it's just the way that it is. But at the end of the day, purpose is always fulfillment. It's always fulfillment. So no, it's not going to always be nice. It's not going to always be pretty. You're not going to always want to do it, and you're not going to always feel like doing it. But it's always fulfillment. It's always fulfillment. It fulfills you, and it fulfills the assignment that you've been in this earth to do, right? And so, guys, I again thank you guys so much for coming onto the show tonight. I don't like to keep y'all long, but I do want to give what I believe is for us on tonight, okay? And so, with that being said, we're gonna close with our affirmations. And y'all know it's simply, my name is Terria R. Jones. I walk in my authentic, unapologetic authority. I am an effortless beauty. So you would do the same. You would say, my name is Manya. My name is Lasanya, and I walk in my authentic, unapologetic authority. I am a effortless beauty. Hey guys, listen, I love you all for real. We'll be back here next week. I want you guys to remember, listen, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to fulfill purpose, and we're going to be all that God has called us to be. All right, guys, till next time.